yesterday's video, I only showed you 2 games against Blackbeard, and I didn't really use the scientific method to prove my point. In today's games, I'm going to show you 4 different games against Blackbeard, highlighting at multiple points in different ways that you can take advantage of their card disadvantage, their very predictable play patterns, and just their honestly bad cards in general. There's so many things that they need to do to like take advantage of the angles that we play at to try and exploit us, that if they're not able to do so properly, we're actually able to exploit them. They're so low on cards most of the time, and their general plan is to just kind of remove, and then get to 10 cost Blackbeard, that a lot of the times, once they start swinging with characters, we can actually start killing their characters pretty actively, and we'll see how Gravity Blade is really clutch in helping us out with that as well. And even when they play multiple 10 cost Blackbeards, you have to remember that that only nullifies your leader ability for that turn that they're attacking. Once it goes back to your turn, you can go peel off Kaya and still win. Right? So it's really about how you set up your bottom deck. One of the better cards in this matchup, and they know it, is this Nami right here. 1 cost Nami, just getting that free value. I mean, like, would you play 1 Dawn draw card? Yes, you would. So they're having to spend a lot of their resources and their combat focusing on Nami, which is opening up a lot of space for you to then use up your events more freely, use up more Dawn proactively, knowing that they have to answer and use resources on a card like this. So again, really hoping to highlight how the Blackbeard matchup is not a problem. It is highly favored for us at this moment, unless certain play patterns or new tech comes into the space. We should be worried more about Dofi and Shanks at this point. Again, Blackbeard, not a problem for the mill players. Against Blackbeard, I've kind of been thinking like maybe it's better to go first and then find like a 1 cost. It might actually be better, because I think I want to like get out and get milling as soon as possible. I don't need the Gravity Blade that early. Yep. Gotta force him to have the dock Q. That's what that's about. Gotta force him to have the dock Q. Yep. Let's just draw cards. I was hoping to find a 2k, but that's okay. Yeah, heck, even a 1k would have been fine. That's okay. Yep. Trash, find Lafitte. Play Lafitte. Yep. Find another dock Q. Yep. Activate. I can't even count out of this. Real unfortunate, but that's okay. Okay, find another dock Q. So the dock Qs are good because that means they're not finding really anything else. So I can force them to play a dock Q here. So I'm gonna do this. Of course. So this forces them to play both their dock Qs. That's 4 done. Yeah. Force them to play both. Yep. It's a big like Dawn waste turn there. That's great. Yep. You can do that. That's fine. Like no cards to draw. Hey, yo. That's what I like to see. It doesn't really matter. If you're not going to nullify me, then I'm going to do that. Yeah, so they very much could kill this. It would require a card plus. Yeah. That's okay. Yep. Find a Lafitte. Yep, they play the Lafitte. This is great. Yeah, so they want to keep looking for Blackbeard. And yeah, there you go. So they found that Blackbeard. We can counter out of this. So we have to kill Lafitte here. Because we can't let them... I mean, they have stage, and I can't do much about that. But I can't keep letting them like get like multiples off. So I play this to force their hand on these 2. Like if they want to kill this, they use both of these, the Van Augur and the Dock Q, in which case the blocker kind of already functions. It does what it needs to do in terms of the Van Augur. This is the annoying part about this deck. Like it's like hyper designed just to find like these threats. Yep. Yeah, at least so they have 2 teaches in hand. Yep. They'll kill it. Yep. We will Snake Dance if they attack. Yep. Card that's probably like the weakest in our I have to kill this. So we're at 23 cards. They could just start raw swinging here. Definitely just want to keep feeding kill. They have 3 back-to-back teaches. That's gonna be a bit of a problem. So this is why you kind of want to bottom deck your proactive cards, because the teach only nullifies you for your turn. So or like your opponent's turn. So back on your turn, you can use those peel-offs and stuff and really get down there. No, because that's actually crazy what you're doing right now. Yep. Fortunately, we got to move through the deck. We're just drawing the wrong half of our deck right now. Just actually drawing the wrong half of our deck right now. Like, I don't know why we have these 2 dead in hand. Definitely use that trigger. Yo, they probably go thing next turn. They probably start chaining them together. So we do this, drop, drop, do this, drop, drop, do this. That's it. This is what we're gonna do to force their hand. So we have 3 life. They're gonna chain together multiple teaches, right? But the problem is we presented double Nami. That's 2 cards a turn. That's a very dangerous proposition. Well, they're gonna let him go then. So I got 2 cards. So until end of next turn. Oh yeah, that can't. Yeah, so remember, if your leader has that type, its character is played this turn, up to one of your opponent's leader effects are negated for the rest of this turn. It's not next turn, it's this turn. So do this now, while we can still like kind of counter out of stuff. These we can't counter out of, so we eat these, right? So I think we take... Right. Yeah, you don't want me to thing here. So right, this can't attack. Actually, how many cards do I have left? I have 6. So they're kind of forced into playing Teach next turn. That's the thing I have to remember. They're kind of forced into playing Teach next turn. There's nothing I can do on Black Hold. Okay. Okay. Yes, fair enough. So we put Kaya first, which is good, because We're going to counter out with that Kaya right now. Trash here. So they have to, so they can't stop me from milling 2 cards. You have to remember this right now. So they stop Nami from attacking. They can't stop the other Nami from attacking. Great. So that means I know the bottom 2 cards in my deck are blue event, Margaret on top right now. So that's the way I got to keep it. However, I am going to need some amount of counters here. So I have to do this. I kind of messed up with I messed up with the redraw on the white snake. Because what's my final card? I know my final card here. Snake dance, snake dance, snake dance. Not that. Peel off, peel off. Oh, it's a peel off. It's a peel off. Yeah, last card in my deck is a peel off. Okay, that changes some things. Oh, what? Did I just read that wrong? What do you mean? It's not a peel off? What? Okay, well, use the trigger. I'm going to use the trigger. So bounce, bounce. It's not, okay, whatever. Like, okay. So now I can counter out of this. You lost. So now you officially lost. So I can now go. Yeah, now you officially lost. Trash those for counter. And then trash. Trash. Yeah, now you lost. Okay. Yep, GG's. Okay. A little tough there, but it's definitely doable. You see how they found all their Blackbeards, and that's their plan. They just get to their Blackbeards. If you can force them to stumble at any point in the middle, you can draw out a bunch of your cards and set up your peel-offs to always go to the bottom. Like if you're able to, you almost never want to put your peel-offs up top. You want them at the bottom because at this point in the game, like they Blackbeard, you use up all your events, mill, you draw your peel-off, and you go peel-off, and you just try and win the game from there. You just can't rely on your characters like that. Snake Dances doesn't have that type of value, and Nami is so good if you can force it early and they don't have Doc Q. So GG's. Honan chooses to go second, so we're looking for a 1-drop ASAP. No 1-drop Nami. Unfortunate. That would have been amazing to force, but it's okay. Blockers would have worked just as good, but yeah, you always want to look for that Kaya, Searcher, anything like that. A little unfortunate, but that's okay. Can't always play with advantage. All right, Katarina going down. Bet. Pass the turn. So, do you have Doc Q? That's the big question. That's the big question. Because everything else that kills, I believe, is like 5 or higher. Or no, you have the 4-drop event. Okay, so we're gonna get some free value off of this, which is amazing. Yep. Always love some free value. Yeah, definitely want this. Definitely want this. Actually, later in the game, probably just want to do it like that. But yeah, definitely, like with the Burgess out, definitely want Gravity Blade. Definitely want Gravity Blade. What have they played next? Just Gravity Blade both of them. At 7 Dawn. We'll take a hit, but it's okay. It'll just be 1 hit. They don't have Rush in this deck, so. I don't really want to be hit. There are opportunities actually where like I can attack into Blackbeard to mill 1. A lot of times they won't have counters. Like once you get to that late game scenario where they're just trying to pull through like multiple Blackbeards, like they honestly just won't even have the Dawn to like counter out because Blackbeard doesn't have a counter on it. Some of their cards just don't. So there actually is a lot of value to be had. Like look at this Kaido, doesn't have counter on it. So they draw a fit. definitely thinking both of these. I don't know, like, yo, definitely thinking both of these. Okay. Yep, that's okay. I'll take that. That's just kind of like a combat I don't have to deal with. Yep. Trash one. Yep. Bang, bang. Send him to the bottom. Don't want that swinging at me. Yep. If it comes down, finds 10 cost teach. Yep. First one of the bunch. I just have to hope that in these groups that they're searching for, that there's like multiple Blackbeards that they're sending to the bottom. That's what I have to hope for. Yep. Draw your cards. Draw your cards. Yep. Hit me with it. Fair enough. Drop that. Yep. So let's attack here. And even though they black hold it, I'm still going to play both of those out because it forces combat into it. That's the whole thing. It forces them to answer something like this. Yeah, so they can't attack. That's good. And we're nullified there. That's smart. And I definitely won't be... but let's do no blocker. We'll save the blocker. Especially... Oh, that hurts, but okay. At least we're able to do that. No need to attack. Can't attack. Notably. But if they're not able to find a way to remove this, then we're going to be able to kind of dig through for some cards here. This new Nami is just, it's so good in a situation like that. Yo, they're using these way too early. In my opinion, they're using these too early. Definitely throw a blocker in front of that. Yup. Definitely just go 2K. Yeah, pass the turn. We're black hold. We're not too far into our game plan right now. We weren't, excuse me, able to get too proactive. Yup. Fit. Grabs. Another teach. All right, teach it is. School's in session, clearly. All right, Laboon comes down. Yup, you want extra threats for sure. Yup. And then redraw. Nice. So now we can go do this. Probably gonna black hole us, right? Trash that for counter. No need to take a hit if we don't need to. Right. We'll do this first. Definitely grab this. Yep, 1-1. Yep, we'll draw 2. Oh yeah. Definitely want to grab some cards. Based on the situation, like that. That just hurts. We have 16 cards left. Okay. Pass the turn. We're gonna be taking some hits here. Another teach. A lot of good early pressure here. A lot of good early pressure here. So they nullified me. They didn't black hole me. So that's a thing to keep in mind here. We're gonna do this. Bounce one of these to my hand, so kind of forces your hand in that sense. I mean, I can't really counter out of both of these, so it's probably just in my best interest to do this. Force them to discard this card. Yep. Yeah, I can't really stop that. So we'll drop one of these. So you kind of wanna, because I'm gonna do this again. Okay, I guess not. So we're just gonna do this then. So this is where it becomes a little iffy for y'all. So this can't attack. So we have to be careful with how much I'm kind of committing to this board. I really do want to beam twice here. So we're going to pass the turn. We have double blocker out. We have 3 Blackbeards used up already. You have to be careful about how much I'm really committing here. Okay, there you go. That's smart. Okay, so they're just going to now start attaching some Dawn, spreading themselves out. So there's 2 hits I can afford to take, right? This I can counter out of. So if I'm black hold already, then no blocker. I'm good to just trash, and resolve that. We can go no blocker redraw. That's really good, actually. Let's go no blocker redraw. Wait. I think I might have messed up here. No, I didn't actually. No blocker resolve. Okay. I did not. That does not have haste, so we'll do this. So we can go double pitch. This is black hold. They have no cards in hand. So if they don't top deck Blackbeard, if they don't find Blackbeard, I win. Because I can attach 1 Dawn. Yeah, as long as they don't find 10 cost Beard off this card here, then I should be fine. I just win. Yeah, if they don't find 10 cost Beard here, I just win. Off these 2 cards. Oh yeah, GG's. Oh yeah. All right, that's the game right there, folks. No blocker. That's the game right there. Right, and then redraw 1. That's it. That's how the cookie crumbles. You just can't win it. Blackbeard are not that hard of a matchup once you break down what they're trying to do, once you break down what they're trying to think. They use their Blackbeards way too early in. Honestly, I kind of get it. It's for that pressure, but using up 10 Dawn is a big commitment because, you know, your next swings become so predictable. GG's. Opponent chooses to go first. I think this hand is okay given the circumstances. It's got a Kaya. I can't just keep like hard mulliganing for Nami all the time. Just not worth it. Yeah, gotta drop both of those. Yep. So this, we can attack into this next turn here. Yep. So trash card from hand. So they're card negative on value this turn. Alright. Find themselves a Burgess. We'll take the hit here. Nice. Okay. Love me some free attacks. So while we can draw our cards off Margaret, they drop like one of their kill spells here, which is kind of nice. No blocker, do this. They'll play Burgess. Yes. Yep. Crush a card. It's like card selection. So they found 1 teach. Oh, this is going to be good next turn. That's going to be real good next turn. Especially since they didn't do this. So we can grab probably our 2k counter at this point. Right. And then we can do this. Drop. And the turn. Like when we're able to get these proactive situations going, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Opponent Burgess, not really enabled. I mean, 1 card enables it. Yeah, there you go. 1 card enables it. This card is honestly this card in this matchup specifically, and also I should say, like the Dolphin matchup is also why I kind of want to play Gravity Blades. But you actually have like pretty decent targets in this matchup. Yep. Play another Burgess. No. Okay. Okay. So we will 0-0, right? All right. We will Gravity Blade both of these and the turn. So that like eliminates your board completely. We can probably counter out of something here. I probably want to go Gavel, Pitch, Snake Dance. Like Snake Dance just one of our, in this matchup specifically, one of our worst just one of our worst counters, truthfully. So Gavel, Pitch. What do we got for 8? Okay. Probably like just KO the Kaya type of situation. Yeah. Okay. Pretty down to just like add 5 Dawn to lead and attack into Jack. Yeah, pretty down to add 5 Dawn to lead and attack into Jack, force 2 cards out of their hand. Because that's the type of thing that you really like, yo, now they're doing this to... Okay, so they do that. Yep. So Lafitte is a counter, that's fair. 5, but it's really forcing that situation. So because they're so card negative, this is going to force 2 cards out. We know they have a teach, so one of the cards is not able to counter out of their hand. And even if they counter out with the Lafitte, that's a big win. Oh no, they dropped Lafitte. They went Van Auger. Okay. That's perfect. And that's exactly what I want to see. That's exactly what I want to see. They play Beard here. We're in a really good spot because we can go White Snake. Yeah, we could go White Snake into thing here. Yeah, so we'll do this. Very clear what you're doing right now. Yup. Let's just go Gavel, Pitch now, I think. Let's go Gavel. Oh, we lost a peel off. Of course we did. Of course the turn I go Gavel, Pitch is the turn I lose peel off. Of course it is. Yeah, so we're nullified. Can't really attack into Jack right now, but we did force cards out of their hand, which is important. Okay. Oh, speaking of, love it. All right, 4 cards. Something life. Stage. I mean, okay. Double purchase. Okay. Burgess. I mean, yeah. So this, what this does is this forces them to kind of rest this to kill this. Great. So it's kind of met its purpose already, right? Like, okay, so they refuse to do so, which I really love. Yep. So we can go counter. I can't really stop this. Not reliably anyway, so it's fine. Okay. Nullify me here. Nope. I'm just going to draw the Van Auger. That's fine. Okay, so they black hold me. That's okay. So attack. Pull a card out. Beautiful. I just want to draw into that, honestly. And the turn, I should be okay here. This should mean the win. It should be 3 Namis. Should mean the win. Even with Blackbeard, it should mean that. Well, now they can't play Blackbeard. They use the Dawn. So they found the teach. So this is a big opportunity turn for me here. Huge opportunity turn for me here. I could draw 4 cards next turn. I draw naturally and then 2 off the... That's if they don't attack into one of these. I'd be really surprised if one of their swings didn't go into this Nami. I'd be really surprised. Okay. Let's go redraw. 2K. So this is what they're doing right now is so incorrect. It's so incorrect. That's kind of what I had to hope for. Like what a better Nami player than me would do would have actually just taken the first 3 hits and then swung, but you know, it's okay. This, you see what you're doing here? You're giving me the game. You're handing it to me on a silver platter. Oh my lord. It's just, you can't, again, like if your opponent's going to give it to you, then like, all right, like it's not about any of what you did. Like, yeah, like you have double Blackbeard in hand. Like you had the win. You had the win in hand. That's the thing. You could have just not swung there. I don't know. Opponents, I guess. But anyway, I hope I got to showcase a little bit more why I believe the Blackbeard matchup is actually pretty dang easy. I don't know. Maybe let me try and get one more in. Let me try and get one more in to maybe prove it. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna keep trying to go first here. Like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. See if opponent actually stays in this game. Do they want this Nami smoke or not? All right, bet. All right, do you have the dock Q? Or am I just getting free value? 1 Dawn draw card? Pretty good. I'd play that all day. I'll play that all day. Yeah, baby. Blue event, right? So probably just want to grab that now. This, in case they go like Burgess lines. And then we can draw 2 cards here because they'll probably use blocker to attack into this. And then they probably do some amount of proactive things here. Actually, might actually be worth doing that because now you got to swing into this. You can't let this go. There's no way. You cannot let this go. Yeah, exactly. Beautiful. Same purpose. So it's kind of trying to see if I can split their attention there. Yep. Kill that. Play this. Pass the turn. And this is going to be great for the Burgess. So next turn, I can take out 2 here. I'm probably going to be taking out 2 cards here, I imagine. They have some 5 costs. I guess not. Might not be taking out much, but I think the Burgess still has value here. Vasco. You could play Vasco as a blocker. Oh yeah, they're playing Vasco as a blocker. They're playing Vasco as a blocker. We will do this. Love it. Nice. So we will... I guess we kind of have to, right? Losing the peel off. Losing the peel off. Yep. So let's just send both of these to the bottom. Let's attack into this. It's the only option, right? Yep. And the turn, and that's it. We're still at 5 life, 30 cards. Like, don't tend to have a lot of movement. You really gotta like kind of orient yourself around this matchup, but it's okay. Resolve. What do you have for 8? Okay. See if I can't find the other gravity blade. Okay, they're just gonna kill it. Fine. Let's play this and pass. And I like that. You see now, as I've shown in multiple other games, like if you force them into these scenarios where they're having to use up multiple cards to kill your stuff and do these things. They found a Martial D Teach. That's not a card they can counter out with. That's a card they play next turn. It's not a card they can counter out with. So if they swing in with Burgess here, I can kill Burgess, which is huge, huge in terms of value. We'll redraw. Huge in terms of value. I might just have to take that for real. We're redrawing a card off of thing. There's no point. I'm redrawing off of this, so there's no point. Do you black hole me? Come on, opponent. Oh, they do black hole me. Interesting. Okay. So we know the last card in hand is Marshall. So we just swing 8. Beautiful. We swing here. We grab the card that draws us a card. Probably want to draw it like this late game. Black hole can't play that. Yep. And the turn, all they're doing is playing 10 cost here, probably. Maybe. Then I can just counter out with White Snake. If they attack for more, all right. But let's see. Yep, 10 costs, can't attack. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. Question is, do they use stage? Because they probably do want to find like multiple Blackbeards now. Otherwise, if they black hole me, they can't. Okay. They mad, folks, they mad. They're mad right now. They're mad. The fact that they're not even staging to find Blackbeard there. Dock Q. Dock Q works. Dock Q works. Just means you can't black hole me. Does that matter to you? Opponent. Ooh. Good choice. Good choice. Good choice. Good choice. All right. Swinging in. All right. This hit will take. I think the next one we gotta take. It's not much I'm doing. Next, you swing it. I just gotta take it. Yeah. I just gotta take it. I'm not countering out with all that. It's not worth it. So let's draw. Oh baby. Speaking of value, right? So that's a card to get rid of. Right. Draw. Drop. Draw. How greedy do I get? I get greedy. I'm at 11 cards to life. Force them to have the removal for this Margaret. Otherwise, I just take one. Oh, even better. Genuinely even better. Nullify. Can't attack nullify. Okay, actually that's smart. Because now I take both hits. Use this trigger. I actually don't want any of these. I don't want any of these, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's a trigger. Yep. Let's pull this. So we want to pull the draw cards, right? So we drop this and the turn. So you literally, you have to just find Blackbeard in your top 2 to even try to win here. Blackbeard, you draw Blackbeard here, it pretty much almost confirms it. Almost. Actually, it doesn't even. If I'm going to be honest, it doesn't even. Actually, can't I just win? What am I even doing? Why am I giving them opportunities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Yeah. No. Just in case I mess up here. Let's go blocker and then 2. 1, 2. Right, and then we go trash. I hope like, I know yesterday's video like was just one matchup showing y'all like, oh, you know, cherry picked events, whatever. Like y'all really need a clue into the fact that this matchup is not that hard. Like, yeah, we can lose. Yes, there's things that they can do to beat us, but like, this is a favored matchup. Blackbeard is a favored matchup. Maybe people will learn the matchup. There's different tech. There's different ways that they can play out. But right now, I would not be concerned about Blackbeard. Let's start looking at Shanks. Let's start looking at, you know, the purple matchups. Like, let's start looking at Dofi. Like, we're not too concerned about Blackbeard. Let me be honest here. It's not that hard.